bonus issue coming from an issue that I'm facing in my own life, and that is doing some estate planning for your parents. So my dad is 79, my mom is 77. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for their love and support, and specifically their financial support when I made the pivot from trying cases and only doing a bit of entrepreneurial work to focusing solely on Amazon and entrepreneurs. So I met with a lawyer in Florida. I thought he was brilliant. I thought his documents were great. One of our attorneys is admitted in Florida, so we're actually going to adopt this area of practice and jump into it. And what he did is he created a trust. Okay, it's a legal document that creates a trust where you put all your elderly parents' assets in the trust to protect that money in case they need long-term care and government support. Because unfortunately, our government requires people to basically bankrupt themselves before the government will step in and provide nursing home, certain medical care. Okay, so by creating the trust, the assets are protected. It also protects the assets from going outside what the lawyer referred to as the bloodline. Okay, the bloodline. What's the concern about that? If it's not in a trust, if it goes to, let's say, you have the older people and you have their son, for example, and the son is married, and the assets go from the trust to the son divorces, and he has commingled the assets from his parents with his assets with his wife, and they're divorcing, guess what's going to happen to those assets? They are at a significant risk. How about this? You have a trust, right? You have the older parents, money and assets go to their son, right? The son dies, right? Most of the assets, at least in New York, are going to go to the wife, right? And the wife may or may not have other children, may or may not remarry, and now those assets are not following the grandparents. They would have preferred grandparents, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. They don't want to see their assets go grandparent, son, right? Ex-wife, her new husband, or his stupid children. Okay? So estate planning is something that I think we all need to think about. For those of us with elderly parents, you got to think about it for them. For us as people who may not, who are anticipated to who are anticipated to have a lot more years left to live, decades hopefully, you still may want to consider doing some really savvy estate planning to avoid probate, to avoid taxes, and to avoid your assets going someplace where you really would prefer they don't go.